Did it.
It's happening as we speak.
You got it. Narlands got NOLA and the Jazz represented.
Yeah, I got Utah Jazz beads in New Orleans. That's how engulfed in the culture I am. These are my base beads. You know about base beads?
I know basic beads for basic bitches.
These beads you don't give away. You put crappy beads on top. That's what you give away. Mardi Gras, I know.
I do not. I would like to. I got to go to NOLA. You liked it, right?
I loved it. New Orleans hosting the All-Star Weekend. They're doing a great job from what I hear.
I say it looks, well, apart from the dunk contest, it looks like a good event.
And the Jazz represented Gordon Hayward, our boy.
He lost to Porzingis.
He did. Oh, man, All-Star Weekend's fun, except the dunk contest was awful.
Are you really drawn to All-Star Weekend? Is it something you get all jazzed about? Just get going?
You know, I can get jazzed about it, but this one was just bad. Like, you knew there was a letdown coming. The minute Levine got hurt, there wasn't going to be the Gordon rematch.
Did you see the Grizzlies, their little reporter? She was trolling Grizzly fans. She went out there and started asking them, "You excited to see Zach Randolph in the dunk competition? You think he's gonna do the 360?" My God. I kind of hate those things normally. They did a pretty good job because it was their own fans.
The shining moment of the dunk contest was the announcer. Tell him what happened.
So he's getting everybody hyped for the crowd, all the star-studded event and everything, and then just announces to everybody, "OKC's own Kevin Durant."
Didn't get the memo.
He plays for Warriors.
They should have just called it the dunk attempt contest.
That's fine. Who could attempt the best dunk?
We got it on our monitor. We're watching it right now. His first dunk. So what'd you think of the dunk? Jumping over the DJ booth for...
He's a big guy. For him to do that is pretty impressive. It's not going to be a winner.
It's not a great dunk. It's a nice intro dunk. He got it on the first try, which I'll give him props for, which was a rarity.
There's a sweet spot that you need to be in height and athleticism for dunking in these competitions, because once you get to a certain height, he did really good for a big guy. And then once you get to a certain... This is when like Nate Robinson won. It's like, was Nate Robinson's dunks that amazing? No, but he's like under 6 foot.
Agreed.
So again, I'm impressed with what he did.
Over the car, way better. I just feel like this year was just lesser versions of other people's better dunks.
Yeah, no, that's fair. Or worse performances of Lady Gaga's performances. You only had one drone, and it didn't make one image. You did it wrong. This guy was impressive. Glenn Robinson III.
See, this is... my two favorite dunks of the competition came in the first round.
Yeah, they did.
And this was this one, where he's just like, he sold it so perfectly. Like, no, okay, no, hold on. I actually need it a little higher. Oh, no, let's do it a little higher again. And the thing about this dunk is, if you're going to do it, you have to do it on the first try, and he did.
Competition. His head on both of his, like, best dunks, it was ridiculously high.
The thing is, I felt like they just kept going back to the same things. Everyone was putting the ball over their head. They were stacking up 3 people deep and just doing different variations of dunks. Like, there was no imagination like there was last year.
Do you think they need to get rid of props and people?
No, absolutely not. Just don't do it every time. Like, see how he did that dunk where he had the guy on his... Then he has Paul George come out, does the same thing. Paul George comes out again, but now there's 2 people side by side. But your first dunk, you had him side by side. Like, no, put him on your shoulders. That was your best. Why did you keep doing that? You know what I mean? Like, you went to the...
This guy's shorts, though. We got the son of John Stockton and Willow Smith. He inherited the shorts from Stockton and everything else from Willow Smith. Or Jaden. Either or, really. He actually looks more like Willow, to be honest. Also,
got him in a second try. See, he gets up, but he pushed off.
Yeah, I don't like it. I hate that dunk.
Himself.
I hate that dunk.
It wasn't a great dunk. See, and I feel like Jones had the competition until the final when he couldn't make the dunk. Mm-hmm. That was the end, which was so anticlimactic.
Do you think they should dog points for misses or not?
Absolutely. All right, then we get Aaron Gordon. So the champ's here, and apparently he hurt his foot, which, again, just anticlimactic. So here's the thing. This was a great idea, but you had to do it on the first try. Now that it's just over and over and over and over, it lost its appeal. It lost its surprise.
It pulls the air out of the stadium and makes it kind of like just flat, much akin to Kyrie's theory on the flat Earth.
And here's the thing. You did all that setup with
You
the
can tell he's
drone.
hurt. You see him walk.
Yeah,
I'm sorry to cut you off. Go ahead.
No. You could tell, like, the crowd was hyped. The drone came out. He could have just done a windmill, and he would have gotten to the second round. He would have gotten all the points. Going between the legs wasn't the greatest part of the dunk. It was dropping it from a drone, and it was kind of gimmicky, but it was a good idea. But now that he's kind of
But you have to do stuff like this. This is why Blake Griffin went over the key.
Between the legs.
No, he didn't. But you have to do stuff like this if you are going to just say props and stuff, because
Yeah.
you get the Kia,
I love
their
props.
sponsor. Obviously, drones trying to push their thing. Even if you would have got that one, man, I would have given him full points.
My heart. You didn't have to go between the legs. I love props. The only thing I didn't like is I think one year Dwight Howard raised it to 11 feet. The hoop and the ball stay standard. You can't dunk with Nerf balls, and you got to keep it at 10 feet. I'm going to tell you this right now. At one point, the Poor Sport Report is going to have an anything goes dunk contest, and it's going to be the talk of the town. And he did it on the first try. That, in my opinion, was the dunk of the night. That was
It's over, he
incredible.
says.
Yeah, little premature on the over part, but it was the dunk of the night. Off the backboard at an angle, grabbed it, great air
God, thanks for making the Suns relevant, Jones Jr.
for one day.
One day, one dunk.
The winner, I think, was deserved because he was the only one that could get the dunks to go.
Regardless, man, we kind of crap on.
There's the dunk.
That was dope. We kind of crap on this one wasn't a good one. But geez, man, these are tall ass guys throwing down monster dunks. Regardless, it's still, even just watching that, it's like, oh, he got it on the third try. Yeah, he still did it, man. That's so impressive. What is he? 6'3", 6'4"?
Well, that's what bothers me. On the skills challenge, you know how they have the passing thing? Most people missed the first or second one. That's what got me cut in 9th grade. And they're doing it, missing, no problem. Just keep going, guys. You're fine.
Mm-hmm.
That's what gets you cut. So that was the dunk contest. Underwhelming, as I think we were all expecting. It's okay. It'll be back. Quit saying it's dead forever. It had a bad year. Everyone has a
Well, it
bad
had a
year.
bad decade, and then they got a good one last year.
Oh, that was a great one.
But they had a bad, it hasn't. It's not. I'm level with everybody, and you can edit this out if you want. I hate All-Star Week.
How should they recognize the best athletes in their sport then?
The ones that have rings on their fingers. That's how you recognize them.
That's great.
They also have these numbers that they put on paper at the end of every season. That's a good way to kind of grade that as well. Because other than that,
report card?
we call them stats.
It's fun to recognize the athletes. That's what I say. I think the athletes that are performing the best should receive recognition beyond getting a ring, because only one team gets that. We're proud of you, Gordon Hayward. Go Jazz, New Orleans, and Utah. I love my Jazz beads that I got in New Orleans. I just love it.
Where it was meant to
Where
be.
it was meant to be, but will never return.
How coincidental that we were both always going to be Jazz fans, and they just happened to come here.
Just the craziest coincidence. This is going to be a new thing and a regular thing. Poor Sports Studios is done.
We got it. You did it.
It's done. It's here to stay.
Excited.
Regular thing. Check back every week. Here comes the obligatory subscribe. Leave comments, questions. If we like them, we'll put them on the cast. And check out the Poor Sport Report on iTunes every week.
Love you.
Later.
phone
What
up.
we'll probably do is
Fine, I
just
won't
edit
check.
all this out.
But leave that in, that you're editing stuff out, so they know that we edited stuff out. Leave that part in. But